Who doesn't love a beach vacation? The sun, the sand, the radiation, hang on. What was the last part again? Yes, seems like there are some beaches out there that are less than idyllic. Whether your particular phobia is shark bites, jellyfish, or being kidnapped, don't worry. We can find a beach that's just wrong for you. Grab an atlas and a big red pen to mark this top 10 most dangerous beaches of your list of holiday destinations. Hanakapiai Beach, Hawaii. One criticism you can't throw at this beach is that it covers up how dangerous it is. A sign leading to the beach shows a tally of how many visitors have died there, with space for more. The problem is the currents. With no reef separating the beach from the open ocean, the tides can drag even good swimmers out to sea with no option of returning. The beach is also a hike away from any help, so don't expect a fully trained lifeguard on hand if you do get into trouble. A guide to Kauai Island says that most deaths are out of state visitors who don't understand the tide. The sign seems pretty straightforward, I think. On the upside, it's meant to be beautiful, just don't go into the water. Gansbaai, South Africa. Another beautiful spot with miles of white sand and dramatic cliffs. So beautiful in fact that you would think working for the Gansbaai tourist office would be a bridge. It has also these features, and it's also the great white shark capital of the world. Who don't want to visit? Well, people who are afraid of sharks for one. Maybe it's just me, but selling a beach as being the shark capital of the world is a bit like selling a restaurant as being cockroach. Just look at this terrifying photo of a shark stalking a kayak taken at Gansbaai. Doesn't it make your blood run a little bit cold? It's been said that the photo has been paid, but the photographer denies this and also says that sharks don't attack kayaks. So that's a bit reassuring, but I am still not rushing to visit. Southern Mindanao Islands, Philippines. What happens when you venture off the grid? Well, book a trip to some of the more remote islands of the Philippines and you might find out. Away from the tourist destinations like Siargao, you might think there are exciting new places to discover and You'd be right, but
Sinusundan namin
not
ng grupong ito ng
exciting
mga
in
Marines
a
mula sa
good way.
21st Marine Company papasok sa isang
The
fortified position
southern
ng mga
end of
MILF.
the Mindanao
Naglakas loob kaming
Islands
sumama
are
dahil sabi
frequented
nila,
by the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, who have been in a
napaalis
state
na
of
nila ang mga
all-out
rebelde mula
war
sa posisyon
with
ito.
President Estrada since 2000.
Kaya dito kung talagang i-ano dahil kon eh.
In that time, in one province,
Hindi sila makapag
45% of residents have reported their homes being destroyed, while 60% have known of witness to crime being killed. So, your survival
Pero sa
chances
simula pa lang,
as a
maingat na ang
Western
mga kasama
tourist
naming Marines. Umaaligid lang
depends
ang
whether
kanilang mga
the
kalaban.
MILF are in need of a hostage that week or not. Oh, and there are pirates about as well. Again, in a tourist kidnapping sense, still lovely beaches.
The attack occurred Monday night, January 9th, when assailants boarded a fishing boat and opened fire on the crew members. 7 of the fishermen were able to swim away from the boat in a
Darwin, Australia. Not one beach in specific, but dipping your toes in the waters anywhere near this northern Australian city would require a nerve of steel. Delights in and around Darwin Harbour include box jellyfish, crocodiles, and more sharks. The jellyfish tend to only be a problem between October and May. But the saltwater crocodiles are visitors to Darwin all year round. One source reports that 4 crocodiles a week are caught in the harbour. In case this is all sounding too enticing, bear in mind that a 2011 report into the state of Darwin's beaches found higher than average levels of bacteria in the water. Australia has many beautiful and clean beaches to visit. With less chance of being eaten or stung, visit those instead. Kilauea, Hawaii. One of the cheap things you need in a beach vacation is heat. Lying on the beach when it's chilly is just disappointing, really. So, in some ways, visiting a beach on top of an active volcano is perfect. But there's an obvious downside in the form of the risk of death. But if you don't much care about such
Look real
things,
closely, you get Darwin's
Kilauea
next
Beach
victims right there in the clip.
Hawaii is worth a visit. The volcano has been constantly erupting since January 3, 1983, so there's little chance of catching it on an off day, and it's a beautiful natural phenomenon from a distance. Chowpatty Beach, Mumbai. Like Gansbaai, there is someone working hard in the tourist office to promote this beach. but even the official spell doesn't make it sound overly appealing. During the day, it is the hangout of the happily unemployed who snows under the shade of its stunted trees. Or hobos, as some other people call them. And I would love to see those stunted trees too. But there's more action to be had in the evening. Kids screaming on Ferris wheels, wayside astrologers making a quick buck, screaming children and astrologers looking to place tourists out of their money. Maybe not so attractive. And then, of course, there's its reputation as one of the world's most populated beaches, with water so full of fecal matter that one side says spending time in this water may therefore result in bacterial and swimming associated gastrointestinal illness. Matters are worsened when the MV wreck sank nearby in 2011, spilling oil over the water. Avoid it. This is one beach that won't look good in the holiday photos. Bay, Russia. According to Surf Atlas, this is one great spot to go surfing. Although you may need to chat to the local authorities about getting a surf permit due to the number of restricted military facilities in the area. But the excitement doesn't stop there. On the other side of the peninsula is Vladivostok, home to the Russian Navy and their disused nuclear submarines. Radiation from these submarines has already caused some incidents, although the secretive nature of the Russian media means it's difficult to get details on exactly what has happened. But there are also reports of cracked underground radioactive storage units in Zvezda Naval Yard in Bolshoy Kamen, almost directly opposite Child Bay across Ussuri Bay. So, with radioactive waste spills on either side, these waters may be thrilling surfing, but chances are they are a little too thrilling. Yard Island, Antarctica. Another recommendation from Surf Atlas, this would be an extreme surfing experience if you survive the cold. Heard Island is made of a giant volcano known as Big Bean and is owned by Australia, but is a world away from an azure surf paradise, as it's permanently covered by ice and the sea is dangerously cold. It's also a long way away from any kind of help, being 4,100 km southwest of Perth and closer to Antarctica than anywhere else. It's another natural beauty spot, but carries a very real risk of hypothermia. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Gansbaai may be the world's great white shark capital of the world. But aren't you wondering where the shark bite capital of the world might be? Well, that honor goes to New Smyrna Beach in Florida. Out of 112 worldwide shark attacks in 2007, 17 happened at Smyrna. The next year, there were 24. It's basically a party town for sharks. Its tourist board describes it as no stranger to attention, which is true, but getting attention because people keep getting attacked by sharks is nothing to boast about. Despite that, it still made it onto a list of top 10 Florida beach towns, compiled by Dr. Stephen Letherman of the Florida International University. One of its selling points on the list was that you can still drive on the beach. So if the sharks don't get you, maybe the cats will. North Sentinel Island, Andaman Islands. This island technically falls under the jurisdiction of India, but effectively it is independent, as the natives there have never submitted to any other authority. In fact, they verge on unwelcoming, which might pose a problem if you are hoping to check out the reef formations that lie nearby. At one point, the Indian government did try and form relations with the Sentinels by landing peacefully and leaving gifts for them. However, they were greeted with angry arrow fire as can be and eventually gave up on any hope of contacting them. The Sentinels are almost entirely unknown. Clearly, they have a different name for themselves than Sentinels, but no one in the world has any idea what that might be. There are somewhere between 25 and 500 of them, although these figures could be wildly inaccurate. They appear primitive, although with the paucity of knowledge we have, it's possible that they have their own version of the internet run on supercomputers in those trees. One thing is certain, they don't like outsiders and they are dangerous. In 2006, two fishermen ran aground on their island by mistake and were killed by the natives. A helicopter attempt to pick up the corpses failed, although the bodies were spotted from the air. However lovely the beach may look, forget it. It is definitely not worth the risk.